Welcome to BC Kids On Demand Training, Steps of Faith, owning their faith. So, what exactly does it look like for a kid to own their faith? Well, we believe there are 4 things that both lead to and are a result of spiritual growth. Number 1, spend time with God. This seems an obvious one, right? Sometimes it's the only spiritual habit we can name. After all, isn't growing spiritually synonymous with spending time with God? Well, not exactly, but it's still pretty important. After all, if kids are ever going to make their faith their own, they've got to start spending time with God on their own. It means opening the Bible on their own, having conversations with God on their own, and discovering how they best connect with God through worship on their own. Number 2, spend time with others. Engaging in healthy community can and should be a spiritual habit we help our kids develop. But healthy community doesn't just mean hanging out with Christians. This spiritual habit is about growing in Christ-like relationships with everyone. Number 3, use their gifts. Kids need to know that God made them unique and special, and with really specific gifts, talents, passions, and resources. Then they need to use those gifts to love God, love others, and influence the world around them. Because when kids begin to discover who God made them to be, and then use their unique identity to both love God and others, they grow. Number 4, share their story. Kids need to learn how to talk about God. Sharing your story is the spiritual habit of making faith a regular, everyday, go-to topic of conversation in our lives. Because when we talk about God and His place in our story, or more accurately, our place in His story, it helps us believe, helps us understand, and helps us take ownership of our own faith.